20 Cool Tune tips for you to win your games. I wrote this shit down. It's going to be one of those longer videos. I'm going to teach you how to destroy your opponents with Cool Tune. I don't care if it's the branded matchup, the Mitsurugi matchup, the mirror, everything. 20 huge tips for you to master Cool Tune. I could have just made this video 3 tips. But I wanted a master video here for the budget players out there that can't afford my masterclass. I want Cool Tune superiority everywhere. If you can afford a masterclass, I recommend it. It's 75 pages. It's 5 hours of information. But I took about 150 of the points I said. I put it down to 20 over here. And on top of that, guys, the masterclass is going to actually be... I felt bad for you guys, the YouTube, because a masterclass is getting 20-page updates every 3 weeks. On my textbook, it's going to be 200 pages by Nats. So I wanted to give you guys a little something. My YouTube! That's about 100,000 subscribers right now. So let's get straight into this video. Before we do, huge announcement, guys. So exciting. Super exciting. Guys, Cool Tune lovers, for the first time in history, I'm announcing to you the official Cool Tune Playmat. So cute, bro. The Cool Tune Q to the right. Cool Tune Mix. We got Cool Tune Rotary. We got Rico Clip. And all the amazing Cool Tunes. Guys, there's only 100 available. Down below, I have 100 printed. I'm going to sign all 100. And they're numbered from 1 to 100 with my signature. And it's handmade signature, so you know what you're getting it, and only 1 to 100. So get yours right now, guys, before they sell out. I love the mat. I'm gonna be playing on this mat at Nats, and it's gonna arrive by 1 week. So you're gonna want to get this immediately before it sells out. Down below, it's only $40, and I think it's gonna, considering how we just started Cool Tune format. Cool Tunes are gonna be around for 6 more months. You're gonna want to get this and play on it. The greatest mat in the world. Get yours right now. I know I'm going to play on my own. I already got my own, and mine's actually special. I'm going to be having mine, this ugly-ass card, Clip. I made mine not have Clip on it. Mine will be the only one without Clip, and at Nats, I'm going to be launching one of these without Clip, just for shits and gigs, because fuck that card. But get your 100 now, guys. There's limited time only. I'm not dropping it until Nats. Well, I'm dropping mine now for you guys, but later on, I'm going to do a second release with no Clip. But get yours right now. With that being said, I'm going to start my video here for you guys. 20 tips. Let's go. Okay, tip number 1, how to beat Cool Tune. I think that's actually incredibly important to understand, because Cool Tune, the mirror is what you're going to be playing most of. It's going to be 30 to 40% of people playing it. I'm going to be showing you guys my Cool Tune list right now to just kind of like explain a little bit on my Cool Tune list on how to beat Cool Tune. So look at my exact non-engine. This is going to be a longer video, okay? My metaphor is like this all the time. It's just long explanations of videos. How to beat Cool Tune. Look at my exact non-engine, okay? There's a reason there's one Ghost Ogre. My masterclass already knows why. My metaphor already knows why. There's a reason why there's only one Ghost Ogre. However, these 17 cards right here with Clip, can you guys explain right now in the chat, like before I even say it, I'll give you guys like 10 seconds right now to comment the video quick. Why are we playing these 17 hand traps? Ready? I'm going to say it really quick. These 17 hand traps in the mirror. It's negation, not popation. With Ghost Ogre, pops. Harmonia, pops. Negation, not popation. Okay? Put those words in the Louvre. Or whatever the fuck the Louvre is. The museum or some shit. Negation, not popation. That's how you beat the mirror. If, let's say, for example, you don't listen to Trif Gaming. I understand. You're going to draw Delta, boo-hoo, cry some more, okay? Look, if you're playing this shit, some people are even talking about bullshit like fucking, yo, I don't want to play Imperm, bro. Oh my god, I'll block anyone that doesn't play Imperm. Okay, listen. This is how a lot of lists look like, okay? Well, some of them don't play Duelist Genesis. You know, I'd say some lists are on like 2 Genesis, some play called by. Okay, that's probably a good way to look at it. This is how a lot of lists look like, alright? Let's not bring up rotary. Let's say you don't draw rotary. You don't hard draw actually the card that's called Cool Tune Rotary. You don't draw Cool Tune Rotary, but you draw a bunch of starters here. You know, you draw your mix, your Rico or Q or KTS or Genesis or Overtake. You draw these. You know, people aren't even on called actually. They side called. They play desires because they're stupid. A lot of them are on desires. Okay. So, anyways, Fuwalos and Harmonia. Do they say negate? No, this says popation right here. Doesn't say negation. What does it say? Negate! Right there. Y'all see that shit? Back to the pendulum days. There's a reason why I was obsessed with negate. Negate. Look at this. This one. Negate! Look at this one. Y'all ready? Hold your horses. Negate! Hold up, hold up, hold up. Negate! Hold up! Hold up! We the boys! Negate! This shit was printed 20 years ago and it still had negate. If this card doesn't say negate, I don't want it. The reason being, you open one of your 9 normal summons, it gets negated, okay? Negated. You activate one of your spells, you know, let's say the opponent goes Overtake. Can you Harmonia something on Overtake? Could you Fuwalos? By the time Harmonia resolves, it's too late. You're allowing the extra summon to resolve. You're allowing your opponent to get the rotary. You're allowing your opponent to rotary Q, look at your hand, get the double search, and by the time the Harmonia resolves, KTS is in the hand. It's too fucking late. This is why Spark and Harmonia are hella overrated against Cool Tune specifically. It's too late. They got KTS. Oh, you're saving Spark for the end phase? A good player will set a fake duelist. Okay, not duelist Genesis. They'll use it to get a second KTS. They'll just set a KTS and keep a KTS in hand. I would set a fucking pot, go end phase, not set my KTS that you know I have. You'll think I set my KTS because I'm an idiot, like every other Yu-Gi-Oh player on the planet that doesn't listen to Trif Gaming. Speaking of Trif Gaming, get your Playmat right now, all right? W Glaze Playmat. Anywho, back to business here. So, as I was saying with this, and you play around the Spark, same goes with Harmonia. And Fuwalos is interesting. Fuwalos is really good against Cool Tune when you're playing 15 board breakers. Okay, let me show you another Cool Tune list I have with board breakers. This is Cool Tune with breakers. Okay, you can put Fua in this if you want over for whatever, right? You're drawing into breakers. Okay, let's say you're playing something like this, whatever. Give or take. Like obviously you're not going to be playing a 1-out, but whatever. You get the point. You know, you're drawing into breakers. You're using Harmonia as a breaker, Poly breaker. The opponent doesn't know a few cards breakers. But against Cool Tune, the hand traps that you're drawing, with the other one I showed with Fua and Harmonia, guys, the Fua is draw. By the time Fua draws you 1 or 2, they already have Zala and Remix. You lose. Like it's too late for the cards Fua draws. It's too late for you to use the hand traps. They already got Rotary and Harmonia. You lose. If they search the Rotary, you lose. You need negation hand traps like this. This is the tip number 1. Better, most important than anything you'll ever see. Don't like anyone that doesn't play their deck like this against Mirror. They haven't played against the Mirror enough. They haven't played the Mirror enough. You need negation, not popation. And Droll's super fraud in the Mirror. By the time Droll resolves, you get Zala Remix already because Rico and Mix add from Grave, the Q specials from Grave. Droll's fucking useless. All right. So that's my number 1 tip here on how to beat the Mirror. You need the negation hand traps and cards like Cherries, Fuwalos. Fuwalos is, I might not even play Fua in the Mirror, but if you already have it for other decks, you don't play Fua for against Cool Tune. You have Fua in the side deck for decks like Branded, where it's just overall good against Branded. They special from end phase, special for it's just overall good against the deck. It's good, not good against Doomsday. It's horrible against Mitsurugi. It's against random rogue bullshit. That's like I almost don't want to play Fua. It's really not that good in the Cool Tune Mirror, and it's bad versus Doomsday. It's bad versus Mitsurugi. It's bad this format. Anywho, my next tip I want to say is how to OTK with Cool Tune. Listen closely. You have to memorize these numbers off the top, okay? Back to back. How much attack is that shit? 33,200? What's that times 2? It attacks twice. It's 6,400. Q and Rico. If you do Q times 2 and back to back, it's 8,200. Rico plus back to back is 7,900 plus attacking one monster. If you have another monster on board, you can put them on 100. Or if you just attack, it's 9,400. You need to know 9,400 and 8,200 with both of them. Tip number 3, another way to OTK with the deck is using Crackle to OTK. Crackle, you can use Crackle to use its effect, but Crackle to OTK is better. You go Crackle, RS is back to back, and then Crackle comes back. It's 800, 800, 32, 32, 8K exactly. Crackle, banishing a Dogma, for example. I did this when I won my regional, made it 4,300. RS is like 4,000. You attack someone with 4,000, attack someone with 4,300, and then you go in the battle phase, KTS to bring out back to back. That attacks twice, and then Crackle comes back from grave to attack twice. It's a billion attack. Tip number 4, I think this is going to be something that'll help you guys a lot. It's how to beat branded. So I'm going to save this for my masterclass, but there's one thing on branded that I think you guys should really know. It's super vital. I'm going to pull up my deck list one more time. And I mentioned earlier that I said there's a reason why I have the one Ghost Ogre. Guys, when you have a bunch of engine in this deck, and it's going to happen a lot, okay? The deck has a lot of fucking starters, 21 starters, okay? Listen to me. Q against branded should be saved for last when they're about to Albaz you. You do not go Q special Rico or mix against branded in situations where you have engine already in your hand. You go Q special Ghost Ogre. It'll make Albaz eat shit. They are not able to go special Ecclesia Albaz, fuse your whole field away, and you lose the game. You check the Albaz with Ogre, and that's their biggest interruption. You do that, they can no longer Albaz effect. You get RS set up, and you get Ogre set up, and all their interruptions are fucked. You then proceed to enter battle phase, kill, 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 KTS in battle, back-to-back, attack, attack, kill, kill. Okay? So that is my 4th tip. I want to say my 5th tip is reframing. Do not underestimate reframing. It's a totally free Omni-Negate that is searchable a lot of times, especially in simplified game states. Tip number 6. Now, this tip will surprise you. This tip will be something you never even thought of before. Tip number 6 in this deck. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Will make you better at Yu-Gi-Oh! Who would have thought, huh? Listen to me very closely. I said that as a joke, but this is a huge... Guys, Cool Tune is not a spreadsheet deck you could master a combo and be good. You need to play a lot of fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! To be good at Cool Tune. This is not no generalized... That sounds generalized of a tip normally, but this applies tenfolds, hundreds folds over. If you could take anything from this video, it would be my first tip on how to beat the mirror. Negation, not popation. If you could take anything away from it, as well as tip number 6. And I want you guys, if you're watching this video, be like, guys, timestamp this shit. And be like, yo, Unc told you so, bro. Unc, I agree. Cool Tune is a deck that you need to know your opponent's deck better than them. You quite literally see their hand. You need to know exactly what their first card they're going to use is to activate, what their second card will be to activate, and you need to set up the exact interruptions for that exact situation. What if they have a breaker? What if you got to go away from the game plan? Do not Zelen Remix anymore. What if you need to go out of your way to hard end on back-to-back instead of other stuff? What if you need to search reframing? Tip number 6, you need to play so much Yu-Gi-Oh! That you know exactly what you need to get from your opponent's cards than you could possibly imagine. It's almost too stupid to fucking... It's that fucking easy. Tip number 7. Now this is more of a smaller tip. Do not play more than one clip. Okay? People aren't playing more clip in the OCG because they're stupid. I've already normalized playing only one clip. You got to do that. Tip 8. Harmonia is dog shit. Tip 9. This deck's super budget. You don't need Harmonia. I had 3 Harmonia on my side because it's for a reason. It's my 8th best hand trap. It's my 8th best hand trap. Maybe 9th. Without Harmonia's deck's hella budget. As a 9th hand trap, are you really going to be playing $400 for it if it's your 9th hand trap? Next is Crown. My 9th tip is Crown. Crown is 100 USD right now for some reason. if you can afford crowns or if you have crowns, it's not bad as a tool of in the side deck as a card that's either a crazy go first card or a very, very, very good go second card. I didn't show crown in my deck because you don't need it. But if you have it, you could play it. It's one of those cards that are. Have you guys been crowned before? When Cool Tune goes first, and they set crown, and then Cool Tune has to play into crown, it's incredibly powerful. Which leads to tip number 10. People will be siding solemns and crowns against you. When they side solemns and crowns against you, you're not gonna beat them with 5 normal summons. You gotta side out the monsters. Some matchups I have 1 Q left in my deck. Some matchups I have 1 Rotary left in my deck. The monsters are not what's going to save you, it's the spells. The spells trade off 1 for 1 with these cards like Crown and Solemns or Ashes. Whereas these do not trade 1 for the you want to save the monsters for later. Do not side out the spells, side out the monsters when you're siding in a bunch. Tip number 11. This one is about a ruling. Tip number 11, you got to know your rulings. Okay, there's a few rulings. Muckcracker, for example, if you guys know Muckcracker's effect, it's like if, let's say I destroy, let's say Muckcracker is signaled for the graveyard. If it won't protect for some reason, and I don't know why, and you guys could fact check me if I'm wrong here. I'm pretty sure if you Murakumo my field with loudness on the board, for some reason with how loudness, even though loudness is also checked for grave, with how loudness is worded, loudness protects your whole board from Rengeki or Murakumo, despite being checked for grave itself. I don't know why, but if someone could fact check me on that, you got to know your rulings with this because that's massive if that's the case. Next is how to play around Droll with Cool Tune. If you could Zalin Remix is the be all end all. Okay, it's not a secret by now. I have a whole page in my masterclass. I'm actually gonna pull it up because it's kind of fucking jokes. 73 pages. Okay, don't worry. The other 73 pages are actually fucking facts. Okay, but I'm gonna pull up this one thing here. I have a whole ass page showing people how fucking important it is. I made them right, just like in Simpsons. I will always end on Zalin Kultun remix on my turn. I always end on Zalin Kultun remix on my turn. I wanted that shit to be fucking known. Look at this shit. 73 fucking pages, bro. Look at this shit. Word count. 26,000 words. 73. Anywho, shout out to my man's watching this shit live right now on my doc. But anyways, and yes, I did sneak this in, Pen Best deck, except this format. But yeah, guys, it's that important, okay? So it's not a secret by now. This should be fucking known to always on a Zalin remix. But this is why the way you gotta view Droll or Fua is this. So Fua is my next point for tip 13, but tip 12 here with Droll. If don't play around Droll if you can end up on Zalin remix. Let me say what that means. Let's say you have Q in your hand. Normal Q special. You could special Rico, you could special mix, you could get the search off. You could special, whatever. But some people special rotary instead of getting the free search. If you go Q special mix search, let's say you go Q special mix search Rico as an example here, and they droll you. Maybe you already have a rotary in hand or something. Maybe it's like rotary reveal Q special mix add Rico, and they droll you. By going Q special rotary, you're not playing around Droll you're playing around Droll the exact same fucking way. As long as you can end on Zalin and Remix, but you get that effect off of Mix, or let's say you go Mix, let's say you go whatever, Mix search rotary, but like they hit you Droll there. As long as you get end on Zalin and Remix with Droll, you don't need to go Q special rotary. Because by Q special rotary, you're playing worse into triple hand trap. Versus going Q special Rico add rotary, they droll you. As long as you get Zalin remix, it doesn't matter. They put themselves at -1 card. Use Zalin remix, give them a shit card. Leading to tip number 13, under droll, rotary looks at their hand still. Under droll, Duelist Genesis doesn't lose to droll. Duelist Genesis searches a card that says emergency teleports, a special from deck, and that card can then add from grave. You can add KTS if you want and just quick chain it. This shit doesn't lose to Droll. If you think this deck loses to Droll, you're fucking dog shit. You could still roll and the last part, Rotary could look under Droll. Q could still top deck a shit card, and Rotary could still look at their hand. It's optional to draw. Let's go to tip number 13 now. I think I'm on 14, but we'll just say 13 anyways. Is under Fuwa. There's many tricks under Fuwa. I'm going to say my favorite trick for the class because I don't want to do him dirty like that. I told him I'll keep it for him. Under Fuwa. Guys, listen to me. You resolve Track Maker, you resolve Rotary, you look at their hand, give them a shitter, set double KTS. In the draw phase, you go KTS, KTS, you still end on Zalin Remix. They draw one card. They draw one card, then you end on Zalin Remix. My class knows what my favorite play is when you hard draw KTS and Q, for example, but I'll hide that. But you just go, instead of going Zalin Remix on your turn, you just do it in the draw phase. It ends on net the same thing. They draw one card, which is the same Fuwa. You know their exact hand still. And you just fucking do the exact same thing on draw phase. Net value losing 0. You do the same shit. Net value losing 0. Fuwa is not what you're trying to do here. You're trying to negate them. Negation, not drawation. You're trying to negate them, not allowing them to draw their Rotary. If you're fooling in draw phase to stop them from, oh, wow, I just made them have a half board. This is a generalization. You've never played against Cool Tune if that's what you say. If you think, Fool will make them end on a half board, you're fucking dumb as fuck. They're going to go Maker and Q. They're going to have 2 KTSs, and they're going to use the KTS on your draw phase. If they're not an idiot and watching this video. Effectively being Zalin Remix, that's the full board, by the way. Still on your, still going full board through net 0 draws. The Fuwa replaces itself for 1 draw. The only time Fuwa is great against our deck is when Fuwa is drawing breakers. Because if they're drawing breakers, it could just stop that play that I just mentioned with breakers. But if it's Fuwa into hand traps, the hand traps do not stop the board from being created. It did in the slightest. You're drawing your Veilers and your Imperms too late. Fuwa is bad in that. So in this specific format, normally Fuwa is broken with hand traps because it draws hand traps. In this format, Fuwa is dog shit because by the time you draw enough you draw 1 or 2, the board's already created. Okay. Does that make sense? It's a little difficult to kind of wrap your head around. Tip 15 is how to beat Doom Z. So tip 15 here, how to beat Doom Z, is you need 3 hand traps. The negation hand traps are perfect. In addition to the negation hand traps, put in Ogre. If you can't afford Harmonia, I'm going to share my screen quick. Remember this hand traps. You have 18 negation style hand traps. This is an example of a Doom Z deck list with breakers. You save, Bell is actually very good. So this is a huge tip here. Always keep the Bell in against this deck. It's always incredible, like broken. They're going to go Terminus to send this to add this. They activate this. If this resolves, they go plus a billion. You just Bell this. They'll always special a Power Patrol from Grave. As long as they have a target. So when they go Terminus, and they'll get to this at some point, you just Bell this. It's that simple. You Ogre the rank up or Raiders. I like Ogring Raiders because that's how they get to the rank up. And you Harmonia the rank up. You Veiler or Improm the summons. I know now they're on Medius. They're on 1 Medius now. They're also on 1... you can probably side deck these. They're also on 1, the Link one for this dude. But whatever, it's not a big deal. But you guys get the point. You Veiler Improm these. Veiler or Improm the summon. You Bell this, you Ash any of the spells, you Ogre or Harmonia the rank ups, and you could Ogre the Raiders as well. Okay? Another deck here. This is my branded deck, but this is more of your typical branded deck, give or take here. Not really. You can remove Drop or Gogla if you want. I just like them. The way to stop this deck, you want to... They don't actually end on too many interruptions prior to fucking contrary belief. They got the Mirror Jade. They got the Albaz summon. They're going to have hand traps. They're going to have Fallen Virtuous. They're going to have Retribution. Cool story, bro. Here's what you do. You ignore this shit and you ignore this shit. You try to pop this with Mixer with Rico prior to them having an opportunity to do it. Let them pop anything at KTS to destroy them to oblivion. Let them Mirror Jade. Who gives a flying fuck? But this is what you do. Their biggest form of interaction is Albaz hitting the board. So the best way to stop this deck is you save your Harmonia or Ogre or Crown if you're playing it, or Bell for Rinbrum for when they go for the Albaz push, or Ash for Ecclesia. Do you understand? You save your non-engine to stop that. That's tip 16 on beating Brandon. Okay? Tip number 17. Listen, okay? You can't just be playing cool. You won't succeed at Cool Tune unless you play this deck a tremendous amount of times. Not all of us have that. This is a 30-minute video giving you 20 tips with real substance on the format. I'm not just saying tip number 1 for Cool Tune. Use your 3 normal summons. Ha ha. Give me $1 million, please. I'm giving you really real substance here with real tips and real information. Tip number 17, as I'm saying here, if you don't have time to duel 1 billion times, you have time to listen to my videos on your lunch break. If you're doing badly in this game, it's not a fact of you don't have enough time or you're not putting in the time to listen. You don't need to do 1 billion times. Have my videos in the background talking about this deck. I want to say watch DB Gardner's videos as well. That's really good. Watch DB Gardner's videos. The people dueling are not on my level. No shit. But it's still something. It's better than nothing. Download on the airplane ride to YCS. Download all the DB Gardner videos that are let's say you're playing Cool Tune, that are Cool Tune against another deck. Download all my videos. I have a whole 100 video playlist on this deck. I'm going to by Nats. It's going to be the most broken shit ever. Download the whole playlist. Listen to all of them. You don't need to have it on the background. Yes, no testing could be better than testing IRL, but not everyone has that time. Put in the work to listen to that shit. Get masterclasses if you have a full-time job and money's not an issue, but time is. For people that work full-time, time is more of an issue than, you're getting paid monthly, consistently. Time is more of an issue for people with full-time jobs than a few bucks or $100 is. We're not talking about thousands of dollars here. We're talking about 40, right? So it's an unbelievable price and deal for all that. But again, it's all free on YouTube too, in some capacity. Tip number 18. We're getting a bit deeper now than just actual Yu-Gi-Oh tips. I discussed right now a time tip and an education tip. There's one more massive tip here. The video is 20 tips on Cool Tune. Cool. I mentioned earlier, tip 6, I think it was, you have to master every other deck that's not Cool Tune. It has nothing to do with Cool Tune, but it's extremely important. Tip 17, I just said, you have to learn the education aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Cool Tune. But it's not playing Cool Tune. There's a whole other aspect of tip 18 over here, and it's the mental aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh! You could be a master of Cool Tune, but if you don't master this aspect right here, you're gonna be fucked. You're not gonna be able to win enough games. And this aspect is anxiety or nerves. I think anxiety and nerves is a huge thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! And a lot of people in Yu-Gi-Oh! Have it and they don't even say it. Some of the best players have it. Unfortunately, I don't know what the fuck anxiety or nerves are. I don't have that shit, okay? I don't know. I'm a loud, confident fucker, okay? And the reason why I excel at this game, I think might be one of that. Not to mention my next level work ethic. But you have to understand, in Yu-Gi-Oh!, you're playing against just a dude. I have people against me that oh my god, Trif! Oh my god, yo, they're texting, yo, I'm playing Trif right now. Let's say they beat me or lose to me, they're like, oh my god, yo, I just beat Trif, I lost to Trif, or whatever. I'm just a dude. I don't have 2 cocks, I got 1. I'm just a dude. you're playing against a human. So when you're playing against people on my level, or Julian, or Hani, or Christian Urena, or Jesse, or Pac, or Sam, we are just dudes. Don't let that nerves aspect negatively affect your game. Recognize that we're just all human. Don't sit there thinking, oh my god. It's just a Yu-Gi-Oh game. We're just dudes. So don't think too deeply or don't allow that to negatively affect your game because I see with my own eyes it negatively affects a lot of people's games. You get nervous, you make a mistake. Don't have that. Tip number 19. You're you're 3-0. This is super important. You're 3-0. There's 5 more rounds today. Okay, there's 5 more rounds today. You're thinking you're 3-0. You just won your third match. You're thinking to yourself, okay, so in order to make day 2, I'm allowed to go 3-2 for the next 5 matches. Stop. Shut the fuck up. Tell the inner voice to shut the hell up. All right. There's no I could go 3-2 and I could make day 2. Shut up. You're not in round 8. You're in round fucking 3. Tip 19 here. You focus on this upcoming game as perfectly as a game can be focused and played on. You're in round 4 is about to start. Your opponent paired up. You're like, yo, what's up, bro? I'm Steven. Nice to meet you. Hi, roll. You can't be sitting there thinking, oh my god, I just gotta win 3 more. I could lose this one maybe. Then I could win 3 more. Shut up. You can't lose. This game is the most important game in the world. The game in front of you. Not the game of round 7 or 8. This exact game, not even the match. You're not thinking about, I won the match. You're looking at the game in front of you, and you're locking the fuck in. You draw your 5. There's the sleeves. You draw your 5. I got 4. Alright, I'm first. You're looking at your hand. How can I win this game right now with what I got? I'm not thinking about last round or after. I'm not thinking about my misplay of round 1. You're locking the fuck in. How can I win this right now? What can I do to put my hand and my board position to put me in the best state to win this game right now? You're not even thinking about the match. You're not thinking about last round. You're not thinking about next match or tomorrow or what you're going to eat tonight. You're not thinking about what your girl just texted you. You're not thinking about the Raptors or the Cavaliers or what the Hawks. You're not thinking about Ronaldo. You're not thinking about Trif Gaming's videos. You're not thinking about my beard. You're not thinking about I wish I could be as cool as Steven. You're thinking about your exact 5-card hand and how you could play your 5-card hand as perfectly as it could possibly be played to win this exact game state. You're looking at your opponent's board. You're recognizing you draw no hand traps. Your opponent is cool tune comboing you and you have no hand traps. And you're thinking to yourself, what is my first action? No, not to come back from behind. What's my first action to defeat the full Cool Tune board right now? That's what you're thinking. You're not thinking, fuck, I lost this one, it's okay, I cannot stress this shit enough. The only thing that is important is how can you in this exact moment win this game? Oh, you lose that game? It's done now? Let's say you lost, you're signing? You're not thinking, okay, you know what? I could afford to lose this. Shut the motherfucker up. How can you now reverse sweep? Not even reverse sweep. How can I win this game not going first? I prepare for this shit. You have your hand, you have your crazy go first cards. You draw your turn, your deck's crazy going first. You draw your turn, you got called by Ash, you got Rotary, you got Q, and you got JJ. Okay, yeah. Eat shit, you're about to destroy your opponent. You beat him. Alright, game 3 now. You're siding, you're like, alright, I'm gonna stick to the game plan. Cold. 0 emotion in your body. 0 nerves. Oh, 10 minutes left in the round? All I need is 5. Triple hand trap your opponent. Q rotary. Scoop. That's how you need to approach this game. Every single game. every single round. Now you're 4-0. You don't sit there thinking, okay, great, I could go 2-2 now. You don't even let that thought enter your mind. You're 6-0 now. You're only focusing on the game. You're 7-0 now. Last round to come. You're not thinking about, okay, if I lose this, it's okay. I could be 7-1. No. You're focusing on this. You're not 7-0. You're 0-0. You're winning this exact game right now. You win. You're 8-0. Congratulations. Be proud of yourself for a little bit. Then you go on to, you get some good sleep. You get home. You get ready for the next tournament. The next tournament, you do the same thing you're 10-1 now. Let's say you're 10-1. There's one more round to go. You're not thinking, okay, a 10-2. If I lose this one, maybe I could top. You're fucking winning it. You're 11-1 now. You top. You're in top 8. You're in top 8 now. You chill out. You look at your opponent. You're supposed to start. You look at him. He's just a dude. I'm not a dude. I might be. To you guys, I'm a dude. To myself, I think I'm the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh player on planet Earth. No one can touch me. You guys should view me as just a dude. I don't think I'm a dude. I think I'm a demigod. So when I'm doing my opponent, I think I'm built different. I think Yugi, Kaiba, and Jaden themselves don't have the Yu-Gi-Oh skill that I do in my pinky. So, and I think the same for all of you personally. But that's just what I think of myself. You guys should view me as just a dude. Top 8, destroy them. Emotionless. Top 4, destroy them. I played out of my mind. 99.9% people would have lost that. Finals, 1 to go. In the finals, in all of my finals, in some capacity, I recognize nerves from my opponent. A little bit of shaking, a little bit of whatever. Doesn't matter. There's not a single moment that shark smelling blood, bro. Emotionless until the last bit. And then down, you're in finals now. My game 3, finals. You cannot be like this. Game 3 finals, doesn't matter. You sit there, it's one match. You draw your hand, you do exactly what got you to the finals. You draw your 5-card hand. Q, Rotary, Ash, Bell, Imperm. I don't care if I lose the roll or not. My deck is designed to destroy you. You win. You sit there, you look, the crowd's cheering, you dap up your opponent. Congratulations, brother. Be very proud you got finals. Make sure your opponent's happy as well. You don't, because that's the saddest moment for them. So console them a little bit, and then go dap up your boys and say I'm the motherfucking 4-time champion. I'm gonna leave the video off at that. Tip number 20 is I will never let you win a YCS because I'm coming for all of them. Because I'm the best Yu-Gi-Oh player on the planet. You can have this mentality as well. Think highly of yourself. Lock in. Train every day. And when you're playing 10 hours a day, you deserve to have that confidence. You walk in every tournament knowing that you're the man, knowing that you're better than everyone at Yu-Gi-Oh, and that you don't have a chance. And that ultimately is the best way to never have nerves. The ultimate perfect preparation is training and playing every single day. Goodbye.